doing the Aery. This is the main story quest. I'm doing this. It's me and Estinian, the Dragoon, Azure Dragoon. This is a ninja perspective on this fight. I don't know the fight at all, but I mean, it's a Final Fantasy fight. Don't stand in circles. Fighting Nidhogg the dragon, who is sworn to destroy mankind, or at least Ishgard, for their role in the death of his kin. The betrayal that happened like 1,000 years ago or something. But in the life of a dragon, it is but a moment. So the revenge is still fresh in his blood. And we're like, we weren't even born then, dude. So we tried to reason with his brother, or his uncle, Racelogar. That didn't go well. So now we're doing the Aery. Alright, so I'm 56, so I get to use all my moves I have. I'm actually 58 out right now. I'm trying to hit 60 even. I'll hit 60 long before I hit the next expansion. I'll just speed the hell up. This hat. Check this out. What class is that, dude? That dude is... Here we go, we're fighting Rangda, Red Mage. What the hell hit me? these things are flying in and just raining down hell on us. Oh, what the hell? I don't know what that means. Do I need to break this? We win. Suck it. Ooh. Those are good. Those are upgrades. That's a fun fight. I don't understand some of the mechanics, like when it targeted me, but and I was right behind the guy Dream on damage, and I messed a few things up. So you can't see my DPS meter; it's right here. I have to redo my interface, so I'll show you the DPS meter. Oops. Cool aggro there. This guy's AoE is... The Dream, this Red Mage's AoE damage is really good. These dungeon pulls, AoE damage is really good. Like, I mean, single targets is good for the boss fights. But like, if you're just clearing stuff, AoE is king. But I was right with the Red Mage on did I get those boots? I don't know who got the boots. I didn't see. Alright, so you have to hit this thing. You have to hit Kasatsu to get your free upgrade. You stack the debuffs. This one lets you use your hidden attacks when you're not hidden. You throw the dot on them. You do three-way attack. Boom. Then you do this. Then you do boom. 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 Then you go single target DPS. So I'm leading damage right now. Now Dream is up ahead of me, just barely. Come here. Go that. Yeah, me and Dream are like neck and neck. I'm leading this. Go. Now he's ahead. So every time he hits something, he goes ahead of me. Now I'm back ahead of him. Go through this again. Go through this again. My deal point. Right here. Hit him with lightning. Need my combo. Do my combo again. You kind of repeat, but like as the dragon or as my ninja levels up, I get like more and more of a complicated maneuver. What is that? Bracelet of healing. What's that? Hat of healing. Don't need that. What's that? Aery of aiming. I don't know if that's good or not. I guess it's probably good. Let's see if it's good. Oh, I got the boots too. Can't equip in combat. Alright. So these are all my, these are called weapon skill attacks. These are combo. This 1, 2, 3 is a combo. These two are combo. They're AoE combo attacks. And the rest are ninjutsu that you have to use based off of what's going on. So I'm going to do an AoE attack. Boom, fire blast, hits multiple things. Yeah. If you want to hit a single target, you want to do lightning. Aery again. Messed it up. You can't wait too long. You gotta time it right, man. Otherwise, you burn your ninjutsu. So they have to refresh. I got 2 stacks of them, and they have to refresh. Like a 20-second cooldown. And I think some things I do, I'm not sure exactly how it works. I think some things I do refresh them faster. Because sometimes they seem to come back a lot faster. This red mage and this tank do a lot of AoE damage. Where I'm doing mostly single target damage. Alright, so we got a boss fight coming up, so you want... This helps me because this refreshes all my ninjutsus. I will enfeeble the worm with the eye. So he has this eye, he has this dragon's eye, and the dragon, in Final Fantasy, the eyes are where the power of a dragon is stored. And it's like this magical focus. So he's holding one of Nidhogg's eyes. I don't know this fight at all. But now you want to start this early. As soon as he starts moving, I gotta start my little combo. Just make sure Dragoon Boy is alive, all I have to say. The goal here is to kill the ads fast. Boom. Boom. My combo. Boom. Our damage is not lagging now. We are killing this stuff fast. This stuff just melts. I need some time to pass so I can get my jitsus back. I got none. Now I got one of each. I need... I'm gonna waste it on this thing. That was too fast. I feel we're about to get lit up. Alright, here we go. Nailed it. A pair of Hofuds has been added. That was fun. What was that? Oh, yeah. Oh, I already have one of those? What's that? Cool, cool. Now you can see this storyline. Thou wouldst use mine own eye against me. Time hath done naught to delude thy kind to frame. I have not forgotten thee, Dragoon. Mine essence claimed thee once, and shall do so again.
No, worm! This ends here!
I was kind of on Nidhogg's, like, on his side. Like, I can see why he'd be pissed. Now he's the Red Dragoon.
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering! Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
Alright, so the blessing of the light was stripped from me by this dragon that I befriended, who was like the god of the dragons. Who's like now my pet. He's flying around, like just watching me. And now it's starting to reform the gift. When all 5 of these are lit up, the gift will be back. That's what's happening in this scenario. I'm like giving you the whole story, but I don't know if you want it all, but just the past. I'm getting a vision. No, this must be happening now, I guess. Maybe? I don't know.
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world.
Okay, so he's not dead.
But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain.
Is this... What? I don't understand. Haldroth's not the one that killed him. Mystinian's the one that killed him. Well, I beat that shit up.
We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
This must have happened before or something. What is happening? I don't even know who this dude is.
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldroth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, 'tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
How does he see?
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Does That's where the houses formed, the royal houses.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath, and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal, and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
People like that. People like ale. This message is brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
We four, then.
The four houses.
Forton, Hylanat, Dirander, and Zemail. But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
So this is me learning that they pulled some dark nonsense, and then just kind of like brushed it off under the bin of history that nobody now recalls, because you know the victor writes the history books.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded? You have borne witness to history, to the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried. Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well-deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph.
Fane. I have to look up that meaning of Fane. I don't know what that means.
But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Hraesvelgr's not gonna be happy, man. We just killed his buddy. Okay, here we go. Should I record that? I guess I'll just do that whole part too. I guess we're going straight to it, right? And the stain of corruption pleases me not. When all this is put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew. Alright, so I get a mana cutter key, that little thing. Piece of circuit connected. And I get another Aether current. Okay, so apparently you have to collect a bunch of these Aether current things in order to be able to fly in zones. The ones lit up, the green ones, are like the ones you can get just running around and finding them. And then the yellow ones are the ones you have to get from quests. So I just got my first yellow one. With Nidhogg fallen, none save Racefolgar remain to answer our questions. Let us trouble the worm again. So Racefolgar is like another badass dragon. See this little dragon floating around me? This is a reincarnation of like their dragon god, Midgard Solmer. He was killed, they thought, but then actually not. He was like in this suspended state of animation where he was reforming his body. And when I like fought him or fought these visions he created, and then he was like, "Yo, the crystal of light has blessed you. I'm going to strip you of that, but in doing that, I'm going to make a guarantee that you and I are buddies and will never attack you." Blah 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 blah. But you know, I'm going to follow you around and talk smack to you. Every once in a while, he'll like interrupt and like tell me some craziness. He's like a god. He's very. Alright, if Ice Heart yet lingers at Zenith, all the better. I would have her hear the truth from the dragon's maw. Alright, so we gotta go to the top of the Zenith. So I gotta teleport to this. Did I equip my new gear, didn't I? Wait, did I? I didn't. Oh, look at that. These daggers are massive. Look at these damn things. Holy smokes, these daggers are insane. They're not even really daggers anymore. Alright, let's jump on. What? I got this. What does this do? Use it. Can I execute? Alright. Oh, we're going the wrong way. I gotta go up these steps. And go up a bunch more steps in a big circle. I gotta get some more ninja-looking garb, man. This garb doesn't look very ninja-y. Ninja-esque. Alright, here we go. This is Iceheart, Lady Iceheart. She got her faith shaken when she learned that her summoning Shiva wasn't like her actual connection to the goddess. It was just her manifestation of her imagination, basically. 'Twas you, was it not? The furious screams of the dragon carried far. You have slain Nidhogg. What more could you desire from this place? Will you not allow Racefolgar to mourn the death of his kin in peace? Spare us your sanctimonious judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for the Great Worm, and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Lady Iceheart, the dragon song, war, has all but consumed your life and claimed many of your followers. It is time you learned the truth of its beginning, the whole truth, that we may last bring this bitter conflict to an end. Let's do it. Sound the horn. Alright. Sound the horn and call this dude again. He's gonna be pissed. This dragon is not gonna be happy with us. Just killed his boy. He basically told us to stop bugging him last time. I think Midgard Solmer is the only thing that's going to save our asses. Penitent mortals, ever seeking to bury old wrongs under new. I did sense the moment of Nidhogg's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
I thought he was missing an eye earlier. So he gave him one when he was blind to keep him alive. Alright, so we made Racefogar whole. Here we go. Another vision. It's supposed to be Nidhogg. Blind. Nidhogg, what hath befallen thee? You are undone by covetous mortals. It did take Ratatasker's eyes and glut their appetite upon her essence. She is slain then? What madness hath unmade our peaceful accord? Did I not warn thee, brother? Blood brood brother? They have ever been untrustworthy creatures, these short-lived Elezen. Thou wert enchanted by the mortal maid. Thy folly hath cost Ratasker her life, and me mine eyes. So he fell in love with a mortal named Shiva. And that brought the dragons and humans together. But now, when she died, when she was about to die, her life, obviously he's a long-lived dragon and she's immortal. So if she was about to die, he consumed her essence. She told him to. And he consumed her essence. And then after that, basically shit fell apart. Racefogar, 'twas the blindness that did invite disaster into our lands. Surrender thee an eye to me, and let that be thy penance. Nidhogg, you crazy. The best of me once, but I was reckless. I shall need but a single eye to inflict endearing torment upon these traitors and every child of their line. Yield to me thy strength, brood brother. He feels guilty. My vengeance has begun. It must make it hard as hell for him to eat with those horns pointing forward like that, further than his jaws. That has borne witness to a scene from the past, from my past. She has the echoes.
It was yours! Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years!
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
My brood brother did appear before me, bloody and blinded. His life was all but spent. He demanded half my vigor, that he might exact his revenge upon the mortals who had wronged us.
And so you...
This worm
The peace my beloved so dearly desired had been shattered by her own kin.
Ekmon ratan in Aery, Esklos Mizeg Liz Esk
Their treachery claimed my brood sister's life and my brood brother's reason. Thinkest thou thy fits of indignation will move me to remorse?
I'm fire, Kolum an, Tomlos Ineskla.
Go, mortals, take your unruly passions and leave this place. Your presence here spelleth naught but misery. You could say thank you.
Kas ehi hiso, Sekmon ina an, Srei snowfall in Sith an.
Were it not for Shiva's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you should the bond we share ever weaken. Bigger than you have tried, buddy. God, though he lifted not a single claw, would seem the Raceful Guard wreaked his own manner of vengeance against us.
'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg, but I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete. We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other? Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard? Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom?
Oh,
At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of...
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelgr was right about us. Let us away, Warrior of Light. The people must be saved from themselves.
Wait!
Mayhap!
I would join you!
Alright.
There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Let's do it.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Freaking Knights of the Round, son! We got Merlin up ahead. No, this is the Holy See. This is like the Pope and his knights.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence.
Here we go. This has never let a good tragedy go unused.
But there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault. And the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
Underhanded bastard. Can't trust these people, man. Ascian's always behind this shit.
The moment is at hand. Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment.
La Habrea.
It is time for the Bringer of Light to die.
Come get some! Come get it. You don't want these hands. These are ninja hands, son. Damn, they've gone looting and burning.
There!
Comrades! Sheathe your swords! There is...
My lady!
She is come! Hear me, brothers and sisters! The war is ended! Nidhogg is no more! Aye, it is so! This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the Great Worm low!
I dig the
endless
chainmail
cycle of
ears.
violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery.
That would be heavy as hell in your ears.
You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends. He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead! Let his hatred die with him, I say! Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace!
Have we lost?
Someone's gonna kill her.
No, my friend! Far from it! At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp! And I, for one, would not forsake it! Peace?
Did like 15 guys assault the city? It was like set up to defend against dragons.
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
Nah, son.
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
Alright. I'm gonna cut it there. If I get any more juicy stuff, I'll cut it back on.